A body language expert has labeled one tiny move by Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, during a service for the Queen as the strangest thing I've ever seen. When Harry and Meghan held hands after they left a solemn service at Westminster Hall on September 14, Louise Mahler told 7 Life it was strange the couple would alter the spacing. Watch the video above. Body language expert tells of Meghan and Harry move. For more royal family related news and videos, check out Royal Family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex weren't the only royals pictured holding hands at the end of the service. Princess Anne's daughter Zara Phillips and her husband Mike Tyndall did the same. However, some on social media directed outrage, in particular at Meghan and Harry, calling the move inappropriate. Mahler went as far as to say the hand-holding, in that particular context, was the strangest thing I've ever seen. It was totally incongruent with everybody else, for the distancing and their placement, and I would have thought that people don't hold hands in a situation like that, Mahler said. For them to come together, alter the spacing, hold hands, is strange. Other couples in front of Harry and Meghan, including the Prince and Princess of Wales and Prince Edward and Sophie, Countess of Wessex, were all seen walking a set distance apart. Mahler questioned why the Sussexes appear to frequently touch and support each other during public events. Harry is putting his hand over the top of Meghan's. I'm questioning whether Harry has an unconscious need to hold her back in some way, Mahler said. I've always thought it was protection, but the fact that it never alters says to me that maybe he's sort of holding her back. Mahler said she had observed the same behavior when the Sussexes joined the Wales at the gates of Windsor Castle on September 10. Meghan actually went first through, she said, adding that Meghan walked ahead of Harry. She shoots through all the time. So it's protection, Mahler said of the contact between the two. Mahler said that when the Sussexes entered Westminster Hall for the service on September 14, they followed the same pattern, with Meghan entering a little bit in front of Harry again. Look, it's unusual, Mahler said. Royal commentator Angela Mahler told The Morning Show that Harry and Meghan hadn't broken any protocol with the move. There is no protocol around this, Mahler said. Historically, members of the royal family have been very dignified and very contained, but they weren't the only ones holding hands. Zara and Mike Tyndall walked out holding hands. We know that Meghan and Harry are hand holders. That appeals a lot, particularly to younger generations. They are there as a support to each other. I don't think we can criticize it. Social media was wildly divided on the matter. One tweet said, "What a shame. Meghan and Harry just had to draw attention to themselves by holding hands. Totally inappropriate, but what else can you expect?" Loading tweet. A reply to this bold comment read, "I'm not sure it is actually inappropriate, but it was rather odd. As if they were children in need of support, rather than independent adults able to stand on their own 2 feet. Did I really see Meghan and Harry holding hands at Westminster? No decorum," another said. Others defended the royals, tweeting, "She can even comfort her grieving husband without criticism. All this nonsense about Harry and Meghan holding hands at today's ceremony. 2 boys once had to walk behind their mother's coffin in a public spectacle that had to be traumatizing. Nobody held their hand then. Harry is very lucky to have found someone to hold his hand through life," another argued. Loading tweet. Heartbreaking gesture. The solemnity and regimented orderliness of the procession did not really allow for obvious displays of emotion among the members of the royal family. But when the Queen's coffin arrived at Westminster to begin the period of lying in state, one little signal showed that there was heavy emotion in the building. At one point during the Archbishop of Canterbury's brief service, Harry seemed overcome, bringing his hand to his brow in a heartbreaking gesture of sadness. Harry and Meghan stood behind and some distance apart from Prince William and wife Kate, now the Prince and Princess of Wales. King Charles III, throughout the entire procession, looked utterly forlorn. By his side was his Queen consort, Camilla, who had arrived at Westminster in a car with Kate. Meghan arrived in a separate car with Sophie of Wessex. There had been some speculation that all 4 women would arrive in one car as a show of unity, but it wasn't to be. While the men and women of the royal family were bound by a common emotion, grief at the loss of Her Majesty, in some ways there still seemed to be an ocean of distance between them. For more engaging royal content, visit 7 Life on Facebook. And finally, thank you all for watching the video. Please like and comment your opinion so we can discuss together. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the bell to follow and update many other interesting news. See you in the next videos. Goodbye.